Hello there, welcome to Courageous Consciousness. I'm DJ Gallup, and today I am here to teach you guys how to be a big ass manifestation magnet, because I want you guys to be able to manifest whatever it is that you desire. I want you to be able to manifest it into your physical life. And I think manifestations are really fun. The universe is really fun to play with if you're willing to play with it. So what I like about this meditation, and we'll get to the meditation in just a few minutes, is that it is very, very short. You can do this entire meditation in under 5 minutes. In fact, I think we should be able to get it down to about roughly 4.5 minutes, which is really, really cool because it's powerful and it's short and it's easy, and you can easily integrate this into your daily life. Now, what I will say, because I do like to give credit where credit is due, the technique I'm going to show you today, or the meditation we're going to do today, is I'm kind of doing a slight tweak on one that was provided by the Hickses in their book, Ask and It Is Given. And in their technique or their meditation, what they teach you is that manifestations can start happening in as little as 68 seconds. Actually, they can start happening in as little as 17 seconds. But what they ask you to do is completely pick one thing that you want to manifest and really visualize it and hold it completely in your mind without any other thoughts for 68 seconds. And if you can do that, you can really start manifesting what you want into your life. So we're going to be kind of doing a slightly amended version of that, but I did want to give credit to the Hickses for the meditation and their technique. But before we get on to the meditation too, I do want to share with you guys, before you do any manifestation techniques at all, there are 4 easy tips I have for you before you get started. And these are kind of just ground rules, and they're just really good things to know, I think, in general. Number one is do not share your manifestation desires with anyone else. That's a big one, because a lot of times we have things that we want to draw into our physical reality, and we like sharing them with people, especially if you're kind of a chatty, outgoing person like me. You know, you're running around telling people all the stuff you want to get and all the stuff you want to do. But you know what? When you're trying to manifest things, keep it between either you and God, or you and the universe, or whatever, you and whatever higher self that you want to be in touch with. But keep it to yourself, because once you start sharing what you want to manifest with other people, then you're going to just bring on some naysayers, and that's not going to help you one bit. The second little tip I'm going to give you guys is focus on precisely what you want and be specific. So this is really, really important. So, when you're doing this technique, the manifestation magnet is what I'm going to call it, you want to be as specific as possible. So, as an example, just a short example. So let's say you want to manifest a new car. Maybe your old car is not doing so hot, and you want to manifest a new one. So what you want to do is not just manifest on the concept of, I want a new car, or I see myself driving a new car. You got to be a little bit specific. I would say before you do this technique, if that's what you want to manifest in your life, go online, go on, Carfax, Car Gurus, Auto Trader, whatever. Start researching the actual car you want. Start looking at the color, what body style, what features you want in it, what year you want, how many miles you want on it. Just really start, kind of have a very clear, very precise idea about what you want to manifest, because that's really going to help. You really want a very clear image in your mind. The third technique, or the third thing I would recommend before you start manifesting, is do not let doubt, and I'm going to say doubt mixed with unworthiness, creep in, because a lot of times we're kind of taught that, oh, I really want this, but either I don't deserve it, or I shouldn't have it, or I don't need it right now, or I don't have the money for it right now. These different doubts will start kind of rattling through your brain. And when you're doing these manifestation techniques, those thoughts are functionally useless. In fact, those thoughts are functionally useless across the board. So If you start finding those thoughts coming in, just remember the entire goal of this manifestation magnet exercise is to focus on what you want with no other outside thoughts for 68 seconds. 68 seconds, okay? And lastly, fourth little tip is just see whatever you want to manifest, see it as though you already have it. So you don't want to come to these exercises from a place of want or a place of not having, I suppose. If you are dirt poor right now and you have this desire for money, but you have this desire for money because I have no money right now, I mean, that's kind of natural, right? You think, okay, well, I don't have money, I want money, sure. But focus on having the money as though it's already in your bank account. Like, you really want to go through this exercise and just imagine, if what you want to manifest is money, imagine that you're going to the bank and the money is already there in your bank account, okay? And that will really help you with the manifestation process. So, on to the meditation. I'm really excited. So, I'm going to do a couple of things here before we get started. And one is I am going to grab a crystal. This is a nice, clean amethyst. I always keep it outside, so I think it's nice and clean. So feel free if you want to hit the pause button and grab a crystal if you have one. That's a cool thing. I just hold it between my hands when I do this exercise. And the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to use my timer because we're going to do 68 seconds per meditation. All right, cool. So I got that all set up here. So what you want to do is, if you have a crystal, hold it between your hands, or otherwise just get in a nice, comfortable, meditative position, where you're sitting upright, but, you're not, stressing yourself to sit upright, I guess. Yeah, you want to be comfortable with sitting upright. Anyway, and so I'm going to give you guys my 3 examples. So these are not things necessarily I'm looking to manifest. These are just 3 samples, if you will, and certainly I encourage you guys to make up your own thing. So when you do this manifestation magnet meditation, you know what, I would suggest that you come up with 3 things that you are looking to manifest, and once again, we're going to spend 68 seconds at a time on each, okay? So get nice and comfy here, and I'm going to do my stopwatch here. Let's go, 68 seconds. So the first thing I want to manifest, or I'm going to use as my example, is I'd like $1,000 to pay my bills. I'd like $1,000 to pay my bills. 68 seconds starts now. So I'm driving over to the bank and I get my ATM card out. I go up to the ATM at the bank. I can see myself driving into the parking lot. I can see myself driving up to the drive-through ATM at my bank. And I put my card in and I put in my 4-digit passcode. And I go to the button where it says check account balance. And I need $1,000 to pay my bills this month. And amazingly, I look into my bank account and there's $1,000 just waiting for me there. And how beautiful it is. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it got there. But I'm so happy that I have $1,000 sitting in my bank account right now, just waiting for me. And that was 68 seconds. How easy is that, right? All right. So the second example I'm going to give you guys is I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And I'm looking for one who is funny and who's kind and who has a job, because if you guys have ever dated someone who has been unemployed for a long time, you want someone who has a job. It's a thing. So anyway, let's start 68 seconds again. So I see myself finding someone very easily, someone who's drawn to my personality, someone who has a job, someone who's very kind, someone who's a little bit funny, has a nice sense of humor, And I can see them in my mind. I can see the color hair that I want them to have, or I prefer them to have. I can see how they're dressed. I can see their body type. I've just met this person and they feel really, really good to me. I'm very interested in getting to know this person more and more. And I don't know how they got to me, but I'm glad that we found each other, because this person has all of the attributes of someone I really, really like. And that's 68 seconds again. So very easy, right? And I'm going to do one more here. And this one is about being free of knee pain, because I know lots of people in my life, including my poor mama, who have terrible, terrible knee pain or different pains in their body. So you can also use this to manifest wellness in your body. So I see my knees as being completely healthy. My right knee, which has been giving me more trouble than my left, I see all the different cells repopulating in there, rebuilding my knee. I see the nerves that are causing my pain calming down, easing up. I feel the pain swiftly going away very, very easily. This is not a struggle. My body wants me to be pain-free. My knee has its own desire to heal. My knee has its own intelligence, and it wants to be completely well and healthy. And I see my knee being completely healthy without any work from me. And that's 1:08 seconds. And so after you do the whatever three things you want to manifest in your life, what I like to do at the end is I like to just take a moment, and maybe back when you were in school, maybe you used to play with magnets. I know in my school we used to play with magnets, like the bar ones where it was positive on one end and negative on the other end. Sometimes you would play around with the iron filings or something. So at the end of doing this meditation, I like to just take a moment and I like to picture that my entire body is a magnet, with the positive side up here at my head, the negative pole down at my feet, and I am just a powerful magnet of manifestation. I see myself powerfully but easily manifesting all of these wonderful things into my existence. And if you're holding a crystal in your hand like I am, the nice thing about crystals is that they like to hold energy. So you can also take a moment and you can also just focus your energy on your crystal between your hands and just say, just like a battery, I would like to ask this crystal to also store my manifestation desires and keep putting them out into the world for me. And it doesn't take too long. Good. And we're going to leave it there. Like I said, this is just a 5-minute meditation, but it's a really easy one to do, and it's really fun, and it's something that usually you could probably integrate almost, at some point in your life, even maybe when you're in the car on your way home from work or something. But the manifestation magnet exercise is a really, really great one to get started if you're learning law of attraction. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there today, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Of course, feel free, leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate you for watching. So namaste, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.